Shri Harivansh Narayan Singh, distinguished Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha, a former journalist and has led a life exemplified by commitment to public welfare. Shri Tiruchi Shiva, very distinguished Member of Parliament, very senior Member of Parliament, floor leader in Rajya Sabha of the DMK party, polite, humble, but firm, and believes in his convictions. Shri K. Lakshman, another illustrious parliamentarian, a politician who has served cause of social justice at the national level. Dr. Nachiketa Raut, Director, NIEPMD. I must share our joy of myself and Dr. Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar, right from the time we came here. Our energy level has gone up. Our happiness has risen. We feel blessed to be at this place. I congratulate the Institute and others that have conversed to hold this third national seminar on very important subject, deaf-blind, on advocacy for education and employment. Education and employment both are fundamental. Boys and girls, loss of physical vision, I have seen can be compensated. But you have that vision which matters to us. When that vision is perverted, dangers emanate. What I have seen here, when there was an address, I was overwhelmed. Not only by what I saw, but the response thereof. My deep sense of gratitude to all those who have come together as thought leaders, professionals, change makers, to contribute to this great cause of humanity. This collective will generate inclusivity and compassion. Righteous appreciation about those who are challenged or differently abled is fundamental. They have enormous talent and potential. They have infinite capacity to contribute. They require some hand-holding. Let me remind you by quoting a couplet from our great epic, Ramcharitmanas. The couplet is in Uttarakhand. परहित सरिस धर्म नहीं भाई, पर पीड़ा सम नहीं अदमाई. In translation it means, it is ultimate religiosity. It is highest dharma if you alleviate suffering of someone, if you minimize pain of someone, if you hand over someone. And it is extreme, painful irreligiosity, adharma, if you cause pain, if you inflict some kind of pain in anybody. We must draw our lessons. Let all our actions be marked by empathy, compassion. I have no doubt that the enormous potential of the differently challenged or physically challenged, whom the Prime Minister has rightly given a name, Divyang. Divyang is expression of divinity, a greatest respect to a human being. The nation will flourish with your participation. History is a proof that disability has not tamed human spirit. Human spirit which is in you cannot be tamed. You can overcome daunting situations. Mountains have been climbed. Rivers have been crossed. Record has been set in Paralympics. I have had the good fortune to see in India International Paralympic Games. The talent which is there in this group, the group before me, is a source of inspiration and motivation for all who think they are able, because they have vision, they can hear, they can speak. As I said, you are the gifted ones with a real vision. That vision is a precious jewel. Let me tell you, the greatest scientist of our generation, who changed understanding of physics, Professor Stephen Hawking, he was challenged. And who does not know Helen Keller? She had difficulty in speaking and listening, but turned out to be one of the greatest authors. I see all around Stephen Hawking's and Helen Keller's in our country. I have seen them myself. Our mission, therefore, has to be very clear, and that is in our Constitution. We have to provide a life of dignity, purpose, and fulfillment. Fortunately, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is committed in mission mode to serve the cause of Divyang. He has got them involved in elections, in governance, in every walk of life. He has created policies that allow our Divyang to fully exploit their potential, their talent, and realize their dreams. Let me tell you some of the schemes that make us proud. Inclusive governance and Viksit Bharat is not possible without your participation. Democracy will be incomplete and suffer a great void without your satisfaction to use your talent. In 2016, as was indicated by our friend, and the nation passed Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act. This was in 2016. The third year of Prime Minister regime. The purpose was to facilitate their voting, special queues, voting from home, Braille features on EVMs, and numerous other initiatives. This has increased quality of participation in our democratic process. Election Commission of India has gone at great length to enhance it. Reservation in education increased, in premier institutions also, from 3 to 5%. I am personally aware and delighted when a Divyang gets into Indian Foreign Service, Indian Administrative Service, Indian Sign Language Research and Training Center set up in 2015, and National Institute of Mental Health Rehabilitation in 2019 are steps in the right direction. Center for Disability Sports is being set up at Gwalior for especially abled citizens. Boys and girls Paralympics that are in 4 categories, dealing with different disabilities, are now global event in which Indian participation is getting glorified. Accessible India campaign, Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan, launched in 2015. The result is all institutions, the infrastructure has to be friendly to Divyangjan. This, as a matter of fact, is a social responsibility which I am happy to note is being discharged by everyone. We all need to converge to bring out the best in our Divyangjan. This requires special educators, special curriculum, and methodologies. It is time we employ technology, artificial intelligence, advanced technologies, so that this very valuable category of human resource can optimally perform. One of the most delightful moment which me and my wife, Dr. Sudesh, had when we went to an autism school in Delhi. The school, initiated by Rashmi Das, she took up the challenge in a passion mode, in a mission mode. She executed the project which is world class. It is there I came to know that autism is a different kind of a challenge, where you require a different kind of ecosystem. I have no doubt Rasmi Das Institute in Autism will soon be world class, because we need to not only handhold, emotionally handhold. We need to give company to them. It is only a matter of time when we will find their touch of hand with us will convey energy to us. They will give us more than they will take from us. We need to be highly sensitive to their health requirements. We need to evolve a mechanism that engages in a system which is efficient, seamless, helpful, affirmative, and productive for them. We must always ensure they must not have isolation. They must have company that will be soothing either side. Sometimes they may require counseling, but who does not require counseling? And therefore, community engagement, not with a sense of sympathy, but with a sense of empathy. Community engagement on a level playing field. Community engagement which allows them to express themselves in music, in art, in games, in sports, and other aspects. I am sure all steps will be taken, because government has provided futuristic affirmative policies to handhold this category. Our journey to build inclusive Bharat, developed Bharat, a Bharat of our dreams, cannot fructify unless your dreams are satisfied. On your own, you are capable to catalyze your dreams, but others should not come in the way. In this great effort, NGOs have a greater role to play. The role should not be cosmetic or surface scratching. The role must be achievement oriented. CSR funds must be committed for development of this category. Let each one of us contribute, because each one of us has a role to play. As policy makers, we have two distinguished parliamentarians and Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha here. Great role as policy makers, as educators, advocates, caregivers, or simply as compassionate human beings. Let us discharge this divine obligation and ensure that the world is a good place to live for our dear Divyangjans. Let me conclude by a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. I quote, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others," unquote. Let us dedicate ourselves to the service of those who look for us, who look us for, support and solidarity, not sympathy. On my own behalf and that of my wife, Dr. Shri Dhankhar, I can assure you, in our own way, we will look for opportunities to contribute and will be in touch with this institute. I wish all of you a great future, because no nation in the world has risen in last 10 years as Bharat has risen. The jump that Bharat has taken by economic upsurge, infrastructural growth, deep technological penetration, and improvement in the lives of ordinary people by toilet, by gas connection, by piped water, by connectivity of rail, road, air, and also internet. And this makes our Bharat at the moment most aspirational country in the world. That challenge requires that every human resource in the country gets opportunity of expression. Your expression and dialogue with you will define a sense of our civilization. Helping this category, Divyang, will turn out to be nectar for the person so doing. I am grateful. My best wishes to all of you.